There's a huge divide that not a lot of people talk about when it comes to spirituality and manifestation. Some people will say that you are God and you create everything instantly, you can have anything that you want in your life. But some people also say that there's a divine factor that's actually at play here, and there's also a sacred soul journey that you are on. And they also say that some things have its own timing, no matter how much you try to control it, and a lot of things are predestined. So, today I actually want to talk about this subject, bridging the two things, divine timing and manifestation. Actually, talking about the power of your subconscious mind, but at the same time, linking that with your higher self and the journey that your soul is here on in this lifetime. So, if you're new here, I'm Vesh, and this is a place where we talk about manifestation, spirituality, reality creation, and even topics like the soul's evolution. So first let's talk about the view that has actually become very popular in mainstream manifestation world. This is where people often say that you are God in human form. And yes, there's a lot of truth to that. Your soul is a fraction of God. And it's also said that reality is basically a projection of your subconscious mind, and you can manifest anything that you want instantly. The reason your manifestation hasn't shown up in the reality right now is because of your own subconscious fears and subconscious blocks. And they also say that time is just an illusion and you can have anything that you want instantly if you just get rid of your limiting beliefs and the subconscious blocks that you have. And when you look at things from this perspective, this is basically to say that there's no divine timing here at play. It's all you and you creating your entire reality through mastering your subconscious beliefs and your subconscious mind. And yes, it is very powerful to realize that you are not just a victim. You can control the circumstances around you when you work on yourself, when you rewire your subconscious beliefs and your subconscious thought patterns. And it's also very empowering to learn that by healing your wounds, you can actually shift your entire reality, because at the end of the day, your outer reality is a reflection of your inner world. And it actually reminds people of the agency that they have. But one thing that goes very wrong in this whole process is where they believe that they are the only one who is solely in control when it comes to shaping and creating the world around them. But there is something very higher at play, and usually both go hand in hand. Now, let's talk about manifestation from the mystical soul evolution viewpoint as well. And this viewpoint is actually something that comes from the mystical teachings and deeper ancient wisdom as well. This is to say that yes, you are God, you are the creator, but there is something bigger here at play. You are a soul. A soul is a fraction of God. And you have certain lessons that you need to learn in this lifetime. You have come here, your soul has come here with a particular blueprint that is applicable to you for you to get over your soul corrections, your wounds that have gotten generated, probably even from the past lifetime. And this is how you end up forming soul contracts with other people where there are a lot of karmic lessons in play that you need to finish, you need to master. At the end of the day, our soul's biggest aim is to get liberated. But for you to reach that stage, you have to dissolve your ego completely in a way. You have to master your ego. You have to become unconditional love. And that is something that's very hard to master in a single lifetime. And this is why we keep getting reincarnated. But the more we keep getting reincarnated, the more karmic debt we keep collecting, which is something that we'll be clearing probably in this lifetime or even the next lifetime as well. So, this perspective basically teaches that even if you manifest something and there is delay in it, this delay is not a failure. Sometimes delay is a form of protection because you are possibly not ready to hold that manifestation. Let's say you are probably trying to manifest $1 million in your bank account. But what if you are not the person who can actually handle that $1 million in your bank account? What if your brain is not expanded enough? What if your human body, that is a vessel, is not actually big enough to handle this level of wealth? Is going to be impossible for you to actually be appreciative of whatever you even manifested. Now, the biggest example of this are people who win lotteries. People who win lotteries, they do not have the vessel to actually hold that. And what happens in like 2 to 3 years is they end up spending it because they do not have the resources, the knowledge, the intelligence to actually even know how to manage the money. And oftentimes they go bankrupt. So, from this perspective, life is not just about manifesting faster, faster, faster. It's about growing deeper as a person, actually connecting with yourself, connecting with your inner world, knowing yourself better, understanding the reason behind why everything happened the way it actually happened, even in your life. And it's also about becoming the person who is ready to actually receive that blessing that you're trying to manifest. So you must be thinking, which one is true? Is our reality completely a projection of our subconscious mind, or is there some things which we do not have any control over, which, where divine will is at play, our higher self is orchestrating the whole thing? Both of them are true. Yes, your subconscious mind is unbelievably powerful. Your traumas, your inner belief system, your wounds are something that causes your external reality to be formed. Now, think about it this way: you had a subconscious wound that maybe you're not lovable. This is exactly something that's going to cause you to unconsciously manifest a relationship into your life, which is going to trigger these wounded belief systems even in you. And your purpose, your soul contract in this lifetime is actually to overcome those lessons, to not believe in it, to actually fight the demons within you so that you realize that how other people treat you is not a reflection of you. You are always born lovable. And that's the role the soul contract has to play in it. But the more you learn your lessons, the more you are going to rewrite your subconscious programmings, which is going to help you manifest better things in your life. Now, looking back into my life, I have had a lot of relationships in my life. It started off from the most toxic relationship to it getting better and better. Every person I dated was better than the previous one as well. Now, this is because I did the inner work. I learned my lessons. I analyzed the patterns, and I even understood, why did I attract this person into my life? I learned the lessons and knew what I wanted in the next person who I'll probably end up meeting. And from this knowledge, I could actually manifest other people into my life. So both are at play here. You do not have any control over who you're manifesting. Sometimes your manifestation can even come in a shape or form that you never even imagined for yourself. So there's a little bit of danger when it comes to actually completely ignoring divine timing as well, because this is where you go into an anxious cycle. There are some coaches on the internet where they say that manifestation is all about you impressing your subconscious mind. Is it true? Yes, it is. But if you only believe in this, you are constantly living in a state of attachment towards your manifestation. This is where you will be pressurizing yourself to actually overcome your limiting beliefs and the mindset blocks that you have so that you can manifest whatever you want into your life instantly. And when you keep going at it so hard, this is what is going to make you anxious in the whole process of manifestation. Manifestation is actually internally shifting to a degree where you are not even dependent on seeing your external reality change. It's more about becoming the person who is worthy of receiving that manifestation instead of just the manifestation coming into your reality. And sometimes not every soul lesson can actually be bypassed by just mental techniques like affirmations, visualization, and even things like scripting. Sometimes you will have to learn the lesson. Even the people who are claiming that, they are best at manifestation, they also have a lot of difficulties in their life, which is something they try to overcome. But that doesn't mean, they have created a life for themselves which is completely free from all kinds of suffering and misery. So, what you need to actually understand is manifestation is all about the middle path where you actually create your reality, but you also play along with divine timing as well. Manifestation is not just about doing all the techniques and trying to manifest whatever you want into your life as fast as possible, and not just passively sitting there and also waiting for things to unfold in divine time. You have to be balanced in this whole process. And this is a path where you actually take full responsibility of healing your subconscious blocks that is standing in the way of you manifesting, let's say, your career, your relationship, happiness in your life, and also rewiring your inner belief system. But at the same time, you do not force yourself, you do not pressurize yourself in this whole process until your manifestation actually comes into your reality. It's also about being on a path where you bow, you actually have the humility to believe and trust in the divine intelligence that is at play here as well. It's when you show up fully in your life, but you do not force anything. It's when you are not panicking, but you are actually present in your reality as if you already have what you want to have. It's when you understand that healing and manifestation is something that actually goes hand in hand, and it's not a race. This is about working with your soul's evolution to actually also manifest everything amazing that you want in your life. If you're born in this world, remember that creation is already done. There's the best partner available for you. There is insane amount of wealth available for you. There is the best relationships with friends and family and happiness available for you. But the work that you need to do first is heal yourself so that your brain and your human body can become a vessel to actually receive all these beautiful blessings that you are asking for. In a way, it's like a scavenger hunt. Life is a scavenger hunt, and you are basically working on yourself so that you can reap the benefits from your life. And the biggest thing that you need to get rid of in this whole process is the fear mindset that you might have. As long as you have fear, you are stunting your own soul's evolution, and you are also slowing down the process of manifestation. So the moment you can also trust in divine timing, trust that something higher here is at play, also trust in your subconscious mind, this is where you start flowing with life instead of trying to force any kind of manifestation. So trust your work, trust your soul, trust the sacred lessons that are coming into your life, because you're the one who even asked for it even before you were born. Your soul is the one who wanted to overcome all these challenges so that it can realize its own divine nature. So I hope this episode was insightful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.